glad to have you with us from SB Ballard Stadium in Norfolk, home to the Old Dominion Monarchs. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns, taking on another team from the Sun Belt, the Old Dominion Monarchs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use the Monarchs will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Louisiana's offense will take the first swing of the game. And David, they've got a receiver that if he is able to command some extra attention, it could really help get this offense going.
Now, and you need that playmaker out wide. That guy makes the whole thing go, right? Having a guy, if you want to play man-to-man coverage, he's going to be
picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Old Dominion. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
I mean, you talk about coming out as a defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick 6 on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ball game.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Coming out with it, it's DeMarco. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, Ned breaks into the open. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. And the Raging Cajuns want to pick up the tempo. From the shotgun, the inside give. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Raging Cajuns with the 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Gilbert. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
Well, they're throwing this one to the running back out on the perimeter of the field. They didn't get it to him quick enough, though, so he literally had to tap dance there on the sidelines, make sure he was in bounds when he caught it, and just pick up a few yards.
A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Catch in the middle. It's Ware. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offense.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick 6. Now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
And the Raging Cajuns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Got it behind the line. It's Davis. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And it's no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. The Monarchs offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. The Raging Cajuns want to crank the tempo. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Pressure coming. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And this is not the start this guy envisioned in this game. He's already thrown a pick 6 here in the first quarter, and now he takes a sack. You got to wonder if that pick 6 rattled him a little bit. And if he's out here now seeing ghosts, he's got to get to the sidelines. He's got to shake the cobwebs off. You got to be able to turn the page and have a short memory, because this thing is going in the wrong direction for their signal call.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes the grab on the left side. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. Sends it back in motion. From the red zone, looking for a man. Here's the heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Keeps looking downfield. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. 4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Going for 6. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. He'll do it himself. Nice move there.
Man, these read options are so hard to diagnose, just like right there. He picks up a little chunk of yards, not a big chunk, but it's so easy when you run the read options.
Why is that? Why is it easy?
Because if you want to play fast to the football, well, then fine, I'm going to pull the ball right now and to use your aggressiveness against you. But if you want to sit back, then fine, I'm going to give the ball right now and get a little chunk of yards.
Bring in the heat. Finds a man in the middle. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Off play action. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Taylor wants to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Cajuns. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Running back searching for a hole. Powers through the defender. Running it inside the 30 and finally out of bounds at the 27. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Monarchs!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Cincinnati is getting worked right now in their own dojo. We've seen this team in big spots over the years, but I can't think of a worse beating. They're trailing by 14 to Arizona State. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground. Their 3rd sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
And the Raging Cajuns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got it in the middle, it's Young. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Raging Cajuns will punt it away on 4th down. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Taylor wants to throw it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Trying to make magic with his feet. Short gain on the play before he slides. And the Monarchs come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Under fire. Makes the catch. It's Cajuns. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. The Monarchs will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Fires to the big fella. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
And the Raging Cajuns come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He'll pull it on the read. At the 45, on his way. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. The play-action fake. Took a shot as he threw. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's snuffed out behind the line again, went right back to the well and got the same bad result. Under fire. Finds the tight end. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. The Raging Cajuns will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. They go to the ground. Nice move there. Picks up the 1st down. Bulldozes his way through. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Shows him the stiff arm. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Monarchs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. From the gun, the ground game. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Handoff to the single back. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They've been running it, but now the pass. Touchdown, ODU! Fired in from the red zone for the score. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Flying down the right side. At the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Cajuns.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands, right to him, and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
Getting set for the point after. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it in with a huge play, an 80-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. Handoff from the shotgun. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. Quarterback on the keeper. There he goes. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Taylor wants to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Trying play action. Lets it fly. He's open on the right. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Monarchs want to move quickly. Looking for a crease. It's Maddox. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's carry on. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
He'll keep it himself. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Old Dominion.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Cincinnati is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Desmond Ridder should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Arizona State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. And the misconnection on 3rd down. And the Raging Cajuns will line up to punt it away. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. The Raging Cajuns will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Taylor wants to throw it. Using the quick game. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Carry-On. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Punts it out of the air. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. And the Monarchs will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Got his man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Give to the running back.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. The Monarchs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He's going to lose a yard on that one. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. To the air on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today in Norfolk. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Ballard Stadium.
He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Past the first down marker and still running. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Monarchs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Turning it on! They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Monarchs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll do it himself. Dragged down at the 39, but he's got 5 yards, and they'll move the sticks. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right.
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone coverage. You can't stare at him. If you do that, then you allow the flat defender to get underneath it, and that might be a pick six. So really good job by the quarterback there, using his eyes to manipulate the defense.
And the Monarchs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He'll pull it on the read. At the 20, he's got space. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Pocket breaking down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. They relentlessly moved forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal. Pushes ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Monarchs!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Sanders. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle, it's Ware. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Surging forward on the sneak. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Raging Cajuns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. To the air on 2nd down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A 3rd down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Got a man. It's Ware. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Raging Cajuns look to keep this drive humming. Off play action on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Gilbert. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. Wants to throw it. Makes the grab. It's Davis. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Leaves it with the back. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. And the Raging Cajuns come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Fires to the right. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. And the field goal unit is on the field. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And it slips just inside that right upright.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. Might as well give it to him again. He breaks a tackle. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Power football with the run. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. We've come to the end of the period. Old Dominion has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Taylor wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Carry-On. The Monarchs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. Finds a the crease at the 20. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, ODU. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Put all the offense, defense, complementary football.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Minnesota is ahead right now in Minneapolis, but that's not exactly Bronco Nagurski out there controlling the game. This one is a long way from being over. They're up by 4 over Purdue. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. He'll heave it deep. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. That's caught. It's Davis. Still on his feet at the 45. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. The Raging Cajuns have it with a 1st and 10. Catch in the middle, it's Young. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. And the Raging Cajuns are rolling down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They just keep firing. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Handoff from the gun. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. They'll try the run. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Dumps it off in the flats. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop. The give to the tailback.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did.
Makes the grab down the left side. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
Off the play fake on first down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. On 2nd and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right. Now the play fake. Looking left. This time he's got his man. Hauled down at the 38-yard line and a big pickup of 15 yards there. Looking to throw on first down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Now inside 4 minutes to go here on 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. Shakes off the defender.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Dead center perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Isaac. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Raging Cajuns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Raging Cajuns can really attack on this 2nd and short. Catch in the middle, it's Davis. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
He'll do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. The handoff to Johnson. And on that short gain, that will bring us to the end of this game. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.